Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for being here. Thank you for Diva for setting this up as our hostess.
Whoop, whoop.
So,
My pleasure.
as we begin, we would like to start the meeting. They've taken the orders, so we're going to do Pledge of Allegiance, invocation. We're going to welcome a guest or two. We're going to say welcome to some of the members from other chapters as well. So at this time, if you would all rise so we could start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
In the corner back here. Oh, okay.
Hats off.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So at this time, we would also ask if anyone would like to give the benediction. We have Santa Earl.
We have Reverend Earl with us.
Earl's here. Got a lot of court, right?
Well, just to give you a quick report, all the changes with Barbara, it's been 2 years, a month and a half now she's been plagued with a stroke. That's the downside. The upside is next month we celebrate our 60th anniversary.
A blessing on your house.
Hey, Jim. Father, thank you for this morning. Thank you for this day. Lord, we thank you for the ability to be able to get together like this, share good times with our friends. Just be with us now. Help us to walk with you through this day. We give you glory and praise in all we do and say. Never forget who we represent. In the Christmas time, Lord, we would not be Santas if it was not for you. And Jesus, we just thank you and praise you for that. Be with us now. Bless us food our bodies. Keep your hand upon us. We ask it in your name. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Santa Earl.
It's between your legs. It's between your legs,
Okay,
Santa
I
James.
see a motion with a hand up for Santa Michael, President ID and time.
If I might, I'd like to add one more prayer here, as most of you know. Last week, we lost Santa Peter Burrows.
Yeah.
And if you would be in agreement with me as we raise up a prayer for Santa Peter's family and Kathy and all that they're going through right now. Dear Father, we thank you so much. We thank you especially for Peter. We thank you that you were so kind to share him with us. For even for some of us, it was a brief period of time, for others, many years. And the joy that he brought to us, the smile, the happiness, the ukulele, and all of that, Father. I ask you to be with Kathy. Be with her at this time as she grieves and all that she's going through. And Father, once again, we thank you for Peter. We give him back to you now. We thank you that you let us have him for a time. And Father, just be with us all. And let us truly appreciate the memories that we have from Peter. We ask it all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hallelujah.
Thank you, Santa Michael.
I had sent out an email for the location, but I'll do it again. Peter's funeral is this Wednesday out in Riverside. Chapel of Prayer is Garden of Prayer. Garden of Prayer. Anyway, Kathy would feel wonderful to have a lot of Santas there to say goodbye to him.
She's requesting Santa Casual.
Santa Casual.
The Hawaiian shirts and relax.
Yeah.
Okay, that answered a question. Because somebody reached out to me, I'm like,
Yeah.
so good. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Santa Love. So Santa Casual for Santa Peter's passing while we remember him on Wednesday in Riverside. So with that, we have a new person here, Bob Osterhout.
Santa Bob. Yeah. That beard is fierce, dude.
So with that, we'd also like to say thank you for Santa Michael and his son Michael Jr. and the Uber driver for Santa David and also Warrior. It's always good to see you folks. So some of the people we haven't seen for a while, Santa Jim Holiday. Halliday.
Allison.
That's okay. That's okay. Yeah.
It's not okay.
Holiday.
Santa Jim and Susan. We have a Santa Charlie. So we'd like to say thank you for that. So at this point, can we do the birthdays and anniversaries? Get that part out? Okay.
Okay, this month I know is Santa Bernie's birthday, Santa Greg Ferguson, and Judy Tardy. I'm not aware of any anniversaries with that. Are anniversaries here? I apologize. Anybody else?
Diva, when's our anniversary? Just a month would be close enough.
It's the first of something for me.
Okay, so we could all
I
sing.
have an anniversary. My wife and I were married 44 years on the 10th.
Ah, congratulations, Jim. Well done.
Okay, so if we'd like to sing happy birthday to our May birthdays,
All right, listen up. Go ahead.
we'd sing happy birthday to our May birthdays.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to you.
There is one other thing I would like to mention. For the Angels game, we're thinking of having another tailgate party, if anyone's interested. Bernie and I can bring the barbecue. Probably under the Big A, that's where we've been before. As close to the Big A as we possibly could. So if anybody's interested, I will be sending out a message on Forbes. If you can sign up for a side dish or whatever you want to bring, I'd appreciate it. But I said, we'll bring the barbecue. Our president has offered to barbecue for us. So I'll send something out. All right?
Okay, at this time we'll stop with this so that we can just get ready for the service. After we're done with the meal, then we'll pass out the agendas and continue with the meeting.
Roger that.
There are two gift cards. There are two gift cards that are in today's raffle. So if you feel lucky,
Raffle them off right now.
okay, too late now. I guess next go round.
Good for 90 days.
Okay, it looks like we have people looking for photos too. Another interruption.
Okay, guys,
Come on in.
Come on in. Come on
Start
in.
taking pictures.
Come on in.
Just start taking pictures. Just take pictures.
But we get to take pictures of you, too.
Okay.
Where's your phone?
Thank you. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for everything you do.
Remember now. Always. Don't have her change. You would have her any other way. Nope.
You still got that pony? Okay, all right.
19 days of Christmas too. Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the rest of the meeting. So
All right, listen up.
at this point,
Move to accept the minutes as distributed.
Second?
Okay, motion carried, it looks like.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed? Anyone?
There are none. Okay.
Now it's equal. I got a guy in the back with white hair. What was that? Okay.
You just made the list, buddy.
Which list? Okay. So at this point, let's go ahead with the treasurer's report.
Okay, on the back side of the agenda is your treasurer's report. And last month we started off with $183 in the Christmas charity. We ran a 50-50 raffle and put $34 more into it, giving our Christmas charity fund at this time $217. Our bank account had $240, and we put in dues from Don Ehrman and Bruce Smith. $20, so that's now at $260. Total is $467 in the.
Yep.
Thank you, Santa Claus. Okay, so
Does anybody else want to buy raffle tickets? Yeah, I do.
one more chance for raffle tickets. Add to the 50-50.
Mr. Who?
Larson.
Nobody's strong enough.
Took me a moment here.
Okay, so as Dina is working on the last bit of sales there, for the activities we have coming up, Santa David, would you like to
About the,
IE meeting?
yeah, we have,
Okay.
yeah, we have the IE is sponsoring the Santa event at the Quakes. It'll be June 2nd. Kathy had been handling all the tickets and that, but because of Peter's passing, she asked me to take over for her. Today's the last day that I can collect here and purchase the tickets for you and have them at will call. If you're unable to do it now and you still want to go, you can contact the Quakes directly. Their information is on the flyer I handed out. Let them know that you're with the Forbes group. It's either under Forbes or under Kathy Perone. They have it listed both ways on that. Tickets are $9 a piece. Parking is $5. If anybody does want to pay me today, I'm going up and like I say, getting the tickets either Monday or Tuesday, and get that all squared away and let them know approximately how many people we're going to have.
If I may, for those that do not know and have never done that with us before, you get to go down onto the field at the beginning beforehand. I'll be singing the national anthem, and you get to come down on the field. Santas get to come down on the field with me and do the national anthem. So.
And they're all good seats at
Yeah,
Minor
they
League
are
Golf.
good seats. They're right behind home plate. They do real well by us up there. We have a lot of fun with it, and they really enjoy having this. So we'd like to have a good turnout. Last couple of years we haven't had a whole lot of people there, and I don't know how much longer we're going to be able to keep doing it as a group event because of the number of people that we do get to show up. That normally their groups require 20, and we're usually coming pretty short of that. But Kathy has had a real good working relationship with them, so they've let us go in as a group with a lot less than that. Kathy's pretty much has passed it on to me, and I'm more than willing to take up on that. But I don't know if I have the same pull that she does with the organization. So.
Oh, you got juice.
Oh, well, I
You
got
got
juice, but I don't know if I have it as much as Kathy.
All right.
And
So,
also, Santa Peter was the Quakes
yes,
official Santa Claus.
yes.
This is for him. This is his sleigh ride with the national anthem. You guys coming down on the field? Let's do it.
How many do you have there?
We have right now, let's see.
Just shy of 300. About 12.
We have 14.
More than the baker's dozen.
There you go.
Yeah.
Is it three?
Santa Casual. Santa Baseball.
to Santa Lauren for the Angels game.
We have right now still 2 tickets if anybody wants them, but we're gonna be, I need to have the money before I leave because I'm gonna be going over and picking them up. So if anybody wants it, we got 2 left. But if somebody wants 4 or something like that, I found out something people, they will add some seats right where we are. So,
You got our order, right?
yeah. Yeah, Diana does. I'm just, don't kill the messenger.
No, not to the Quakes. Yeah.
Did you get my check?
Yes. I remember.
Yes, I do.
You just write that.
He's riding with us
Huh?
to the Quakes.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, anybody else have anything for that side? Okay, Memorial Day on the 28th down in San Diego, the Padres, the Breast Cancer Angels, gave San Diego a bunch of tickets. There are a few tickets available.
They're free everything, but I don't know how many they got left.
Okay, if anybody's interested in going to the Padre game, it's an afternoon game down at Petco Park in San Diego.
They're gonna park in a Walmart parking lot and get a free bus to take them to the stadium, bring them back to the parking lot. Their tickets are free.
What day is
I heard
that?
They had like 6 left, but I don't.
Right.
What's the date?
What day is that?
Monday the 28th.
Monday the 28th. Okay. All right.
Okay, if anybody wants to go that you have not talked to Mary Ann Schaefer.
Well, let me know and I'll give you her email address.
David, you wanna go?
Or let me know. You can either call me or text me or email me, and I will work with Mary Ann to get the tickets. I do live in Carlsbad, so, you know, we will make this work if anybody's interested.
Who's they playing?
Another team.
Another team. Toronto. Yes.
It's not Toronto. I remember it's not Toronto.
It's not Toronto, that's
It's
what ours is.
not close to Glasgow.
Yes.
I tried that and he said no. Okay, so at this point, we're going to go with the next meeting on your flyer. If you turn one of the 2 flyers over, it's going to say Coco's in Brea, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. It's June 16th.
I got Dima's email address wrong. There's no E on clause.
Tim Allen ruined that for a lot of people, but not me. So there's no E on my clause.
That's all right.
There might be some on my clause, so I'm just bringing it out.
Tim Allen did that?
Yeah, the Santa Claus.
Clause, they spelled it
Just
wrong.
jumped in there without.
They're the Clauses, distant relatives.
Okay, does anybody have any last minute things for that?
Oh, okay, so
That must be the
June,
French.
so that's June 16th at Coco's. In July, we'll be going to Dana West Yacht Club. That one you'll be RSVPing to Santa Ed Howie. We'll put that out later on, but I just wanted you to be aware where the July one is too.
What date?
July 14th, it'll be the second Saturday in the month of July. So it still kind of works out because the 16th, there'll be 4 weeks between. So it's earlier in the month in July, but that's the date that you could get for
We're
us. So
providing the Inland Empire with that?
are you guys all set that day?
We are changing, and I believe Kathy has changed that one.
changed our name.
So that we did not interfere.
Oh, we did that already?
We're on the 3rd week of the month, not the 2nd.
Yeah. You guys are on the 21.
So we just
You
flipped.
were off.
Yeah, we're gonna do the
We
week
just flipped,
after.
right? Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do the week the 21st. It's the 21st.
21st.
Yeah.
July 14th.
14.
14th.
14th.
And don't make any plans for September 23rd.
September 23rd, we're going to be doing a breast cancer angels.
There you go.
Chili and baked potato dinner at the Elks Lodge in Garden Grove. We will be asking you all to sell tickets. We're getting the tickets made up. It's probably going to cost $13 per adult, $7 per child. That way it's an exact $20, and we can work it to make money for the breast cancer angels this year. We do like the San Diego chapter does, and if they're doing one this year, make sure you go support theirs as well. Okay?
San Diego chapters is at the Elks Club, same location as last year, on the 5th of August. It is a Sunday.
Where's that at?
Elks in El Cajon.
Theirs is El Cajon. That's a really nice thing. They have their magicians there, they have their balloon artists there, they have their face painters there. Bring your grandchildren, bring your children, whatever. They have a great time down there too.
What's the date?
5th of August.
That's for San Diego.
It's a Sunday.
Sunday.
Yes. And time is 4 to 7.
I think you're right.
Okay, time is 4 to 7 on 5 August for San Diego Elks Club in El Cajon. So, what day? 23 August or
September 23rd for ours. Yeah.
okay?
September 23rd.
Okay. Sent on Mike from Inland Empire or David? When was your event was going to be?
June 2nd for the Quakes game.
Right, but I thought there were going to be a Ronald McDonald.
We don't have any.
Yeah, we have one.
Okay, theirs is pending.
Okay.
Okay, anything else along those lines? So,
One second, if we may interrupt for just a moment, if you'll please give a big warm hand for your secretary.
You understand that's in lieu of tips, right? Okay. Nah, just kidding.
Make sure you do your addition there.
Be generous.
Very sanitation.
okay, now that the luncheon reports are over, we will go into the old business.
You don't need a luncheon review.
Okay, minimal attendance last time because of the ball game, but
Okay, reunion.
The reunion report.
Forbes annual reunion this coming year. January 25, 26, 27 in what is now Ontario Airport Hotel. We believe it'll be a Crown Plaza by next January. We have a very nice room rate, and our 25th golden anniversary reunion will take place.
Silver.
25th.
Yeah.
Silver.
Our silver jubilee.
Yeah. So we're hoping that you all can make it.
Here, here.
We're still working on Friday, but the rest of the weekend is pretty well all taken care of. And as soon as we finish up with Friday, we'll have actual packages out for you to purchase. I don't know what else I can tell them at this time.
Have any of you guys belonged to the Forbes for 25 years?
No. Nobody in this chapter has. Probably Reese Williams, which is not here today, is probably the longest member, and I think I'm second. And I joined with Tim Conahan, and I both joined in 2002. But part of this 25th anniversary was 25 years ago, 10 Santas got together and decided they'd meet after luncheon.
That was called the Amalgamated Order.
Yeah.
They formed the Amalgamated Order of Real Bearded Santas, and Orange County was the only chapter of the Amalgamated Order of Real Bearded Santas. And for this 25th anniversary, we are searching to locate any living members of the original 10, and we're going to bring them to the luncheon. And we're bringing Tim, and
Still lives in New York.
Yeah.
yep. What else can I say?
If I may, actually Santa Reese was there when you were there, but Santa Dick Goodman was there prior to Santa Reese.
Yeah. Dick Goodman is our oldest veteran for the reunions. Yep.
What year did you join it?
Where did you join?
What year did you first go to a luncheon?
It says here the 6th, 06.
No, we found you.
That's when we started doing the dangles. I think I saw Dick in a 2001 picture. I saw you and Reese in the 2002 picture.
But I was there when we stopped the traffic on 5.
Yes.
No, I was there for that too.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
we-
that was
we were
actually a
there
follow-up
too. We
meeting.
were there
Okay.
for that one too, but you were the first one we found in the pictures going back.
We'll check the record. You guys can duel it out later.
Yeah, that dangle was written into one of the deals, so they haven't switched over yet.
Except the old tree and the
Okay, with that being said, so keep in mind that information on the Silver Jubilee is forthcoming, and we will all anxiously await for that. Thank you for any and all of the people that are participating in the arrangements and setting any and all events up. It takes hard work, dedication, and a lot of time, and something, if we've not been
Can you hold this for a second?
in April or arena, it really behooves to acknowledge that up front prior to. So, that part, if you don't mind. This might be nudging into new business, but I want to thank everybody who RSVP'd for today. And if you didn't, I would like to encourage you to do so moving forward. It makes it just that much easier for us to plan these events and to make sure that we have ample seating for everybody, and to make sure that the venue has enough wait staff so that we're not burdening them and needlessly delaying ourselves and each other. So please, when you get the invitations to these meetings, and not just our chapter, but to every chapter, if you're going to the meeting, please, as soon as you know that, let them know so that they can make their plans accordingly. The other thing I wanted to say is, matter of fact, I want to make this a quick quiz. Who here has been to the reunion, to any of our reunions? Anybody here who's attended any of our reunions? Okay. Who among us had a good time when they went to that reunion? Did you enjoy yourself and have a good time? Okay. One more question. Who here has worked with the planning committee to make that reunion happen? Raise your hand. Okay. Of the people who worked for the reunion, how many of you considered it to be a good time, a worthwhile endeavor, and are proud of your accomplishments? Please raise your hand. I'm here to tell you guys that there is no greater blessing than service to a fraternity like ours. The reunion is our flagship event. It is the root, the fountain from which the entire Santa world has flowed. We are proud to be the guardians of such a prestigious and legacy event. But I really would encourage you guys, especially for our Silver Jubilee, if you've ever attended a reunion, I encourage you to contact the reunion committee and offer your assistance. You don't have to take over one of the subcommittees. You don't have to run vendors or the raffle or something like that. But every one of those committees could benefit from the volunteering of a couple of hours of your time. Most of the work can be done online. Some of it can be done by telephone. You don't even have to leave your home. Much of the work that we need done will take place during the weekend itself. But having an available tool, a pool of volunteers, just makes it so much easier for us to plan the events and to execute the events without letting our guests know what goes on behind the curtain. We are always so proud. If you've ever been blessed to work on one of these reunions, you'll know that there is no greater pride than watching the reunion draw to a close and know that most of the moving parts move more or less as we planned them to. We've met and mastered a major problem or two, and none of the guests ever had to know what went on behind the curtains. There's just no greater sense of pride.
in knowing that we pulled that off. So I really strongly encourage you guys to get involved early this year. By summer, you guys can let us know if you're willing to help, and we'll have some things that you might be able to do. And a corollary to that is volunteer at your chapter level as well. There's a lot of things that you can do without even being elected for an office. Just let the offices of your chapter know that you have an hour or two available, you have a computer, you have a telephone, and you'd be willing to help us keep this legacy going. I thoroughly enjoy these meetings, and I hope you guys do too.
Thank you, Sam Rick. Michael?
If I could sort of piggyback on the reunion, is that we were in charge of vendors, and during that time we found a vendor who was a young man who was at a startup company. It's called California Beard Company. And he said, well, I can only commit to Saturday. And that's fine, come Saturday. And I'm just not sure how it's going to do. And I said, you got a bunch of old guys with beards, it might work out for you. And since then, and one thing he does also is that for every product he sells, he plants a tree. And so we have our own Forbes Forest going now for all the sales.
Yay!
And I've been using his product, which is his beard oil. And it has a mint scent to it, which he incorporated from all of our feedback. And it is an excellent product. And I would suggest if you can go to his website, CaliforniaBeardCompany.com, look it up. He sends out tips on beard growth, on how to take care of it, grooming, things like that. But he is very committed to us now. He wants to partner with us on other adventures and things like that. So just from one little glimpse of that person, who he's a young man and probably didn't think this might be his niche, but he had some time, so let's do it. How that has grown. And so that's all you guys being supportive of that. So I would ask you to continue to support him. It looks as though he'll be with us at the 25th anniversary. And so you don't know how that little reunion will touch people and how it's going to affect them. But it has helped his business tremendously.
Yay.
Does he have a beard?
Yes.
Yo, he has a fierce beard. He has an ad in the yearbook, guys.
Yeah, his ad is in the yearbook too, so take a look at it.
I also use it.
All right, ringing endorsement. Thank you.
Okay, at this point, is there any more new business on the agenda?
I just want to congratulate the people that put together that a reunion book this year.
Bob, mostly. And Jacqueline got it printed for us. If she was here, I'd kiss her in front of all of you guys.
I'll take care of it for you, Rick.
Thank you. Charlie, you're a friend. You're a friend.
And I have some extra books if somebody didn't order one, was at the reunion and would like to purchase one.
I think this is among the best yearbooks that we've ever had. So if you didn't order one, be sure to get one.
It's the earliest.
Again, Bob mostly.
Okay, thank you, Bob, for everything you've done for the yearbook for the past reunions, but thank you to everybody that had their hands in on that as well. So with that, there's an entry here on the new business. Tim Conahan has a school for Santas in Ontario, July 28th and 29th. It does have the website, and it appears that this is going to be in the same location as our Silver Jubilee. Yes.
And if I could add to that, yes, it's the same venue that we're going to be having the reunion at in January. But if you are an alumnus of one of Santa Tim's schools in the past, he is hosting I shouldn't say that because it's Dutch, but he will be hosting a gathering after his lessons on Saturday, I believe. He's going to be hosting a dinner, an alumni dinner, for anybody who's attended his reunions before.
He does, yeah, and he does not limit that just to people that have done it. He invites all the Santas in the area that want to come to that dinner.
Oh, okay.
So it's not just the alumni. So Mike and I are going for our third time.
And if you can attend, it's a great class. You learn so much from Santa Tim, and it helps support him. And he's going to be there for a reunion, and we want to honor him also. So even by honoring him by attending his class is great.
He was one of the first Santa Academies and still one of the best.
So a reminder in July, the 28th and 29th. And it's also on your agenda items too, so if
So
I forget to mention
the
it.
the website is there, and yeah, it says Saturday evening be a nice dinner, locally coordinated. Must be with you guys.
It does not say a time.
Right. No, it doesn't.
I'm sure details
His classes start at 8 in the morning.
Till 5.
Yeah, till 5. Then he also, Sunday afternoon, he has the reading and swearing of the Santa Claus Oath, and we'll add names to that also. You get a diploma with it, and there it is. It's like I say, this will be my third trip, Mike's third trip, and you always, it's well worth going back again. I learned more, plus supporting Tim.
Third time, that's a second bachelor's, right? Fourth time as a master's?
I've got his online, so I've got my associates, I've got my bachelor's, I've got my master's, and I'm now going for my advanced master's.
Okay, all right.
Doctorate, I have.
PhD, file higher keeper.
Whoa, you got that, David?
Dave and I have our
PhD,
bachelor's.
pound higher
That's
and
right.
deeper. That's it. That's no Tim. Okay, are there any other items for new business? Samantha, Ted.
All right. We're going to have an election for new people. And I've been talking to Rick, I've been talking to Bob, and we would like to, or I would like to see an induction ceremony. So I'm making a move, I'm making a motion that we do that, and that way there, these guys would be, more formally involved in all of us.
Before we floor that motion, if you don't mind, Bob and I would like to also clarify. Bob, you want to take this? We have never had, unlike some of the other chapters, we don't have annual dues for this chapter. In fact, it's kind of been loosey-goosey because this is, in all honesty, guys, this is one of the oldest Real Bearded Santa groups in the world, right here. The original 10 founders of the Real Bearded Santa world, who appeared in that commercial, founded the Amalgamated Order, which was a rather whimsical, it wasn't really an organization, right here in Orange County. So the Real Bearded Santa world was born in Orange County, and our chapter, therefore, is the oldest organized Real Bearded Santa chapter in the world. Since our roots are so deep, our traditions and our bylaws and restrictions are really kind of vague. And Bob has been struggling for years now to keep track of this nebulous cloud of membership data for the chapter. And we've just decided that it's time for us to formalize things a little bit easier and make the bookkeeping and the housekeeping a little easier. Bob, what's our suggestion?
Well, so we have members that paid dues 5 years ago, and we haven't seen them for the last 4.
By the way, it's not dues, it was an initiation fee.
Right.
We only had a $10 initiation fee to make sure you were serious about joining.
Because then we had no further requirement without annual dues or annual anything. So Rick and I have been talking that maybe we would do something like $5 annual dues, and you needed to update your information every time, and we can take people off the rolls that are no longer interested. And so
we'll be sending out an email probably in the next week or two to everybody we have an email for that's never been associated with the chapter in any way. We'll be sending out an email, let everybody know that we're establishing new protocols for continuing our association with the chapter, and inviting everybody who's ever been part of us to renew their registration and pay. Actually, I believe we have to vote on dues.
Yeah, we have to rewrite our bylaws. You have to.
I didn't even know we had chapter bylaws.
Yeah.
You see what I mean, guys?
No, actually, I don't.
Yeah, I think we piggybacked on the.
Well, yeah, because the problem was Orange County was formed. Orange County left the Amalgamated Order of Real Bearded Sanders and became the Fraternal Order of Real Bearded Sanders. Then everyone who joined the Fraternal Order of Real Bearded Sanders all across the country was on the Orange County roster. There was one roster for Orange County and for Forbes. And so back in 2012, we did manage to split it off, but there was a lot of resistance to that. The people that had already paid, some people had paid $250 life member for Forbes, and now you want more money. So anyway, we finally got through with $10 one-time fee, and we started signing people up. But the bylaws we have are the bylaws that we made for Forbes. Our chapter has never made their own bylaws. Another project.
And we, unlike the other two chapters, we also did not separately incorporate as a